So I've been super busy with like actual work, but I wanted to let you know that don't fret if I don't have new content. I have tons of content on my blog. So if you don't know, I have the blog, The Bumbling Biochemist. And I just wanted to take you through some of the key pages and features and how things are laid out so you can most easily find what you're looking for.
I try to make it easy to access and find things. There's a search bar if you have something specific that you're looking for. In terms of what you'll find, a lot of what you'll probably be looking for is under Let's Talk Science. One of these is a 365 Days of Science, which is where I put my daily-ish posts on so various topics. So you can see what's new. You can also, if you want email updates, you can subscribe for this. I don't do anything with your information. Really, I only added this option because some people have been asking for it. So if you want to get updates when I have new content, then you can subscribe that way. You can also have a spreadsheet with all of the different 365 days of science topics, links to the Instagram, blog, YouTube videos where applicable. So yes, I do have a YouTube channel and I've tried to organize things on there as well. Okay, under Let's Talk Science, you can also find resources. So these are some resources that I have shared on example spreadsheets, some slides, various things like that. Additionally, I have resources that I found helpful. So this is going to hopefully be a really helpful page for people. Lots of different things that I found super duper helpful over the years, still find helpful. Various aspects of grad school, lab school, I guess this is mostly lab stuff, as well as learning. Various websites with good information and videos and all sorts of different stuff on various topics. So there's a video that goes along with it too. So graphics. So yes, I make my own graphics and I use Adobe Illustrator. I have posts on that. A free alternative is Inkscape. But I have some of my main figures here. Some of my figures are on Wikimedia for free for people to use. And then there are graphics on all the different pages as well. But here are just some of the core ones for easy looking. Okay, lab techniques. So in addition to having these posts in the 365 Days of Science, I've also organized some of them into separate pages to make it easier for people to find things. So you can find lab techniques, various lab techniques. So if you're looking for a lab technique, you can look here and see if I've covered it. You can also search, either search here directly or search on the spreadsheet. Speaking of labbing, here is a page I've been making lately, some random practical lab tips and tricks, which you can find on this page, various random lab tips and tricks, like I said. Then I also have done a lot of work with protein expression and purification. And so I have posts on all sorts of different aspects of this as well on this protein expression and purification page. Proteins in general, I love them. I've done a lot on them, so you can find information about various things, how proteins are formed, the various levels of protein structure, and then post on each of the individual amino acids because they're super duper awesome. Then I also have a page with classic biochemistry experiments. We're talking Hershey-Chase, Sanger insulin sequencing, Griffith's experiments, Nuremberg, some of my favorites, various things like that. And then I also have grad school and postdoc related posts. So a lot of people ask me for advice for applying to grad school, for grad school interviews, for choosing a research topic, all of these various things. I have a lot of posts on these things. And so if people ask me and I direct them to my page, I'm not trying to be lazy or anything, but I hopefully have a lot, try to make detailed information and hopefully helpful guidance for people. Finally, my glossary. So when you you can click on, if you have a word that you're searching for, you can look for it here. Or basically, if you have, when you're reading an article and this word comes up, when you're in that article, you'll be able to, it'll have a line under the word. So like say here, it'll have a line, and this will then show you the definition. And then you have the option to click and go to the page for that specific term if you wanted to get more information. Apologies, my website is kind of slow, but if you do click, you will eventually get there. Yeah, so I just do all of this like for free, just because I built up things over the years trying to help people. So I want to make things as easy to find as possible, but I also am not a website designer. I'm not funded or anything for any of this, but I just want to put this content out there and make it as easy as possible for people to find, which is why I'm making this video. But apologies that it's not like a perfect website or anything like that. So here is my YouTube channel. You can find a bunch of videos here. I have various playlists that I have if there are specific things that you want to look at. And yes, so I hope that will help people. And again, I don't do this for money. I don't do any like endorsements. I don't do anything like that. I just really want to help people learn. And so I want more people to be able to find these resources and make use of them if they are things that people find helpful, and people seem to find them helpful, at least some people. So I just want to make sure that you know what's out there. And if you want it, it's there. If you don't want it, I won't be offended. But this is just my little way of giving back, paying forward for all of the training and learning that I have been fortunate enough to receive. And yeah, so hope that helped.